This is episode 2442 of your daily meditation podcast. I'm Mary Meckley, and welcome back to day 4 of our series this week. We are mid-week, and I wonder how you're doing. This theme of loneliness may be close to heart to you, and I wonder how your challenge is coming along this week. The challenge every day is to seek out those passions of yours and to try to connect with people who are more like-minded. Feelings of loneliness matter. I want to share with you from mentalhealth.org.uk has an article titled 15 Things to Do If You're Feeling Lonely. This is from their Mental Health Foundation. And it's tips and advice to help you cope with feelings of loneliness. And this was actually written by young people. It says that almost 10% of young people said they were often lonely. Almost 70% of young people said they have felt alone some or all of the time during the pandemic. And you may feel as though loneliness is a stigma. The article talks about how loneliness feels. So I thought I'd share with you some of these feelings that are common during loneliness, and you may be able to relate. I feel like I'm not important to anyone. I feel like nobody needs me. I feel like I don't really exist. I feel alone with myself. It feels safer to be alone. Then I can't get rejected. I feel numb when I feel lonely. I feel like I don't have any meaningful relationships. I feel like I don't have anyone to tell my good news to. I feel alone even when I'm surrounded by people. If you are feeling lonely, you are definitely not alone. They share several tips to feel more connected to the world, and that is one of the reasons why I put together your challenge this week, as having you pursue those things that are true to your heart, that represent your interests, your hobbies, your talents. And when you pursue these things, even though you might not necessarily connect up with other like-minded people right away, over time, you're sure to meet other people who share this same hobby or passion as you do. You are in control when you feel lonely, because you can use the power within yourself to make positive changes to your life. You could do this by relaxing, reflecting, or, as I mentioned, doing a new hobby. I'm sharing with you these tips from the Mental Health Foundation. You are cared for. There are people who care for you, and you can create your own circle of support. Even if you don't feel you have a circle of support, or you feel your circle of support doesn't necessarily support you, this may mean that people who are friends rather than, for example, your family or loved ones, that your friends become more of a support network for you. It could even be people you work with, or people that belong to the same gym as you do, or people who partake in something that you're interested in doing. I know that through my life, when I've had many different moves and changes, I found my greatest support among the people who shared the same interests, usually in a group I belonged to. I remember in Japan, when I lived there, the Ikebana group Japanese flower arranging group, or the tea ceremony people I studied with, and also Toastmasters. I joined Toastmasters there. That was a really tight-knit circle of people, and they felt like family. I still keep in touch with those people. They're lifelong friends. These days, I find that I connect with people in regards to, of course, meditation and yoga as well. Even walking in nature, I connect with people who also really enjoy going to certain places to experience a beautiful experience by the ocean or in the woods. So think about how you could include more of these people in your life. It makes your life so much richer and you don't feel alone. And it also opens you up to new perspectives on the world so you don't feel as though you're limited. So I'll be sharing more tips and insight for you to step out of loneliness. Take one small step today. That could be a challenge for you today. I want to share with you that your technique is a mudra. Now, as always, you can find the full guided meditations on the Sip and Om meditation app, and you can try it for a week free, so you could get this week's whole series free. And there's a guide, it's called a slow down guide, with all the different techniques I share with you throughout the week right there on the guide. And it's useful because you have these techniques at your fingertips. On the guide, you will see a mudra. Mudras are often referred to as yoga in your hands. So you can also find the mudra on my Sip and Om Instagram. I invite you now to settle yourself down, and if you would like to do this mudra, go ahead and close your eyes with your spine nice and straight, your eyes gently elevated upwards. Remember, this keeps your thoughts uplifted. And now place your hands in your lap and intertwine your index finger around your thumb, folding your other fingers downward into your palm. So it kind of looks like you're making a fist with your fingers down in your palm, and then just intertwine your index finger around your thumb. So it will look like your thumb is pressed between your middle finger, while at the same time being intertwined by your index finger. This is a mudra for courage, because as you pull yourself out of loneliness, it does take some courage to try something new and to allow yourself to reach out to others. This can be uncomfortable. Courage means letting go of the familiar and embracing something new. And sometimes that's what's required when you feel stuck in loneliness. So as you're seated, bring to mind one way you could expose yourself to something new this week. Maybe you could start that today or tomorrow. What is something new you'd like to explore? Begin to notice how you feel in your body as you consider ways to let go of the familiar and embrace something new. Do you feel a sense of excitement Or maybe you feel a little nervous or uneasy. Maybe you feel that you just don't have it in you to do that right now. Honor these feelings. Remember why you're doing this for yourself. Affirm, I choose joy. I choose joy. Inhale and exhale through your nose, calming your mind and body. Allow yourself to begin this new journey by becoming aware of what it is you're seeking and noticing the emotions you feel within yourself. Sit in stillness for as long as you feel comfortable doing so. You are so worth slowing down for.